So this is the English version of 学前班教材说明. If you want the Chinese version, there's another video for this. And so this is going to go over how each class is similarly going to work and how the materials are supposed to be used and done with. So first off, you're going to get a book. You're going to get these card-like things you have to cut out. You have online homework, and you got homework which you actually do by hand. So first off, so you can order these materials for like the first class, or yeah, it's not for the first class, but for the whole set of the 2个学前班, it's the class before you actually start learning, like first grade, second grade, and all. So yeah, you can order it from there, and so in each of these books there should be a code on it which you can do your online homework with. You have to make an account with it, and there's a bit of troubles with it, but after a while you're gonna get an account, which you're gonna start learning from that, and that's the first thing you do. So yeah, so basically you're gonna get a 课本, or the textbook, and then 字卡, the cards, the characters, that they're kind of thicker than normal paper, and then 40周练习, which nowadays I'm not sure if it's actually 40, but it's something similar to that. It's around that, and usually it's a bit more than the actual like first grade, second grade, and all, because it's for those who are starting to learn Chinese. And then you got 网上作业, which is the online homework. So basically with these, as I said before, you got the textbook, the homework, and then the cards, and the online homework too. And the homework's not actually that much. And then you got, so usually there's like 30 classes, or around 30 of them, or enough classes to go with 30 weeks. And it might change around the time because we're not really up to date, and it always changes a lot. And then you got summer homework too. And then so it's gonna be split into trimesters, or 3 sections. The whole book's gonna be split into that. So each of them has around 10 classes, and then besides the summer homework. Besides summer homework. And then so you got the homework for not online, but just for the actual homework, like to write it out and all. And then it's 1 piece of paper per class, so you can rip it out of the book if you want, or if you want to like kind of make a whole book of them, you can just leave it there, but it's gonna be kind of hard because you have to cut things out of it. And then you got the cards. So the cards are for you to help you learn each of the separate words, but usually, unlike when you go into first, second, or higher upgrades, you're gonna get like, it's gonna just be together. So it's gonna be in character form, so it's gonna be a few characters per card. So please don't cut them out like completely 1 character at a time, because that is not gonna work. That's not how 学前班开始, it's not how those start for this class. It's not gonna work, basically. And then so after you cut them out, it's better if you put them in Ziploc bags, and then yeah, that's basically it for the character like cards that you have to cut out. And then you have the homework online, which you might have, if you're older, on the older side, you have to like actually, you can do it yourself, but if you are young, like elementary, you might want to ask your parents to help you do it. You have to make an account, and it's gonna go along with the class. And then so this is basically how everything is laid out. So this is for summer homework, and this is everything for the actual like class that it's not part of summer. And then, so this is the first class, and we already posted the video for that. And so we got 小花狗, which is little colorful dog. So it's gonna look something like this. And usually you don't cut out or anything or do anything with the actual textbook. Just leave it how it is. You can have your parents sign it if you're taking actual classes and you need like it to be signed. But usually you just read it 3 times at home and that's it. And then, yeah, you just kind of try to memorize the characters because it's usually by memory, but you can't do it only by memorizing, so you have to actually know it in the end. So then afterwards, so nowadays the homework should look like this. So you cut these parts out, this part, and you put them in like 一只小花狗, which is the first one. And then you write this, you just color it in, or you follow these lines or these numbers, and then you go like how it's supposed to be. You can write your name down too. This 姓名 is your surname and your actual name. If you combine, it's just your first and last name. And for this class, so this part, you will get a code after you finish the online homework. And then that's when you actually circle or you color in the numbers. Just make it so the numbers are like, you can tell what it is. For example, it's 5119. So you'd like either circle it or color it in. And so, yeah, we got the characters, right? And as I said, it's kind of different from those when you grow up. Like, it's not going to look like this. You can use rubber bands and you put it in all in a Ziploc bag, but this is not how the 学前班教材 works. You are going to know it in characters, like, it's going to be like, you know how you guys would say a gray goose, right? You might have those like characters combined together, so it won't be gray and it won't be goose. It'd be gray goose together, or ugly duckling, so to say. So we got, yeah, it's kind of gonna look like this. So yeah, there should be something on how you should cut it out, or if you don't know, you can ask. And yeah, this is the homework again. So okay, here we go. So this is after you finish the code, and so this is 小花狗, 小鸭子, and 等等. The other classes, right? 等等 is etc. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. For each of them, you're gonna have 4 of these like numbers, or 4 times per week. You have to do a code, so you have to do 4 codes per week. And then so because it's a little different than others, but it's actually pretty similar. But for 学前班, or the starter class, the learning way is through stories, nursery rhymes, and games to help the child's interest grow, so they would be interested in learning Chinese. So for example, we got 拔萝卜. If you guys haven't heard of that, it's the story where a lot of people come together to pull out a big carrot from the ground. So basically through this story, it's trying to tell you to memorize 拔呀拔不动, 拔呀拔不动, because it always says that, and then 快来帮忙拔萝卜, and you got a lot of characters. So it's like 拔呀拔不动, 快来帮忙拔萝卜. Yeah, and then it'll say something along, a new character comes in, like 小姑娘, which is this character. 小姑娘拔呀拔, yeah, and then it just goes along those lines, so those 2 lines will be repeated, and the child or whoever's learning will memorize the words. And yeah. And then, yeah, that's basically it. It's just trying to make an environment that helps with a kid to learn. And then so the idea for this is so they can read a little, they can listen a little, and they'd be interested in this. They can also say a little bit. And then, yeah, this is for overseas Asian type Chinese people, the kids to learn Chinese, or it's basically for those. So if you're really interested in learning Chinese, this might not be for you if you're not part of a Chinese family, but it still works for anyone, basically. And it doesn't really emphasize much on writing. You're going to learn a little bit of that, but it's not really going to help you that much. And yeah, thank you for everything. So I hope you guys understand how the starter class is going to work and how the materials are going to work. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below and maybe we'll answer it. Well, I should. Bye.